Johnny Alebis, born February 7, 1926, in Detroit, Michigan. To Bartholomew and Elizabeth Vasinas Alebis, both immigrants from Lithuania, and both coming through Ellis Island in New York in the early 1900s. Now, from John's own writings to his 4 children in 2006. My father, Bart Alebis, your grandfather, came to the United States from Lithuania in 1910. He voluntarily enlisted in the United States Army and served in World War I in 1917 and 1918 as a ground infantry soldier. He fought the Germans in the Argonne Forest in France. When he received his honorable mention, discharge from the United States Army, he was given an American citizenship. I spoke very little English when my parents sent me to school in the 1st grade. I did speak Lithuanian adequately, and my papa taught me to read and write Lithuanian many nights during the week. Our street language was Polish. We lived in Hamtramck, Michigan, a community within the city limits of Detroit, and 95% of the people were Polish. My 7th grade English teacher told me one day that I was a good student, but I didn't speak English correctly. Therefore, he taught me to say, 33,000 thieves thought that they threaded the thread through the thimble. Here now, I am 80 years old and have never forgotten what Mr. Dingaman, my teacher, taught me. And my minor in college was speech. World War II broke out on November 7, 1941, when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, one of our islands in the South Pacific. I was 15 years old, and most folks told me that the war would be a short one, and I wouldn't have to serve. But in November of 1943, at 17 years of age, and as a senior in high school, after a series of all kinds of mental, physical, and psychological tests, I enlisted in the Army Air Corps. It was the passing of all these tests to be a pilot that had a very significant effect upon my life. I graduated from McKenzie High School in Detroit, Michigan in the late January 1944, became 18 in February 44, and waited for my papers ordering me to report to pilot cadet training in Wichita Falls, Texas.
Sing it for me now.
Like a mighty army moves the Church of God. Brothers, we are treading where the saints have trod.
Now you're singing.
We are not divided, all one body we, one in.
The war is over. Johnny goes home to Detroit to see family and brother Gary. And then, John goes to college. First at Michigan State College for 1 semester, then decides to leave the snow and go south to the newly formed Laredo Junior College in Texas. He was stationed here for 7 months in 1945 and 46. He liked the weather, the snakes, and the cosmopolitan feel.
That's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66.
With the GI Bill, he totally submerged himself in the college way of life.
Chicago to LA. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip?
After graduating, John transferred to Texas A&I University in Kingsville, Texas, the southernest 4-year college in Texas at the time. And you know what? Everything changes. he meets Georgia Pearl Linscomb. Dear Georgia, Georgia Porgia Pumpkinhead kissed the boys and made them fled. When the boys came back to play, Georgia Porgia hid away. She should have kept that candle around. Here's hoping you finish, and I'm still crazy about you. Johnny Alebis.
Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Now a teacher in Valfurious. The kids start coming.
Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines.
John and Georgia became teachers in Valfurious, Texas. They even lived in a house built by the local high school vocational department.
Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took.
John became a lay reader in the Episcopal Church.
I love you, and I know that if you love me too.
Built his own Chase Lounge chair and took his family to visit family to Detroit, Michigan in 1958.
Don't know much about algebra, don't know what a slide rule is for, but I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world.
Now a principal at Valfurious Elementary,
Now I don't
then
blame
2 years as a principal at Hebronville High
what
School.
I'm trying to be. And maybe by
Then,
being
in 1962, the family moved to Alice, Texas, and John became the new high school principal.
don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. But I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world is.
John, with his mother Elizabeth,
I don't
his half-brother Gary Sharkis,
being a
and his sister Bee.
but I'm trying to be, and maybe by being an A student, baby, I can win your love for me. Don't know much about geography, don't know much trigonometry, don't know much about algebra, don't know what a slide rule is for, but I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Wonderful. Oh, what a wonderful world this would be. Wonderful.
John had many good friends. Leroy Forrester, Lewis Morter, Clyde Dodd, Bill Finley, the Fun Bunch, Bud Smith. One of them was Dewey Smith. I think they liked to travel together.
while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sour, I promise myself to treat myself and visit a nearby tower. And climbing to the top, will throw myself off in an effort to make clear to whoever what it's like when you're shattered, left standing in the lurch at a church where people are saying, my God, that stuff, she stood him up. No point in us remaining, we may as well go home, as I did on my own, alone again, naturally. To think that only yesterday I was cheerful, bright and gay, looking forward to what wouldn't do the role I was about to play. But as if to knock me down, reality came around, and without so much as a mere touch, cut me into little pieces, leaving me to doubt. Talk about God in His mercy, who, if He really does exist, why did He desert me in my hour of need? I truly am indeed alone again, naturally. It seems to me that there are more hearts broken in the world that can't be mended, left unattended. What do we do? What do we do?
What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun and follow my face on somebody's new mode lawn. I've been having a sweet dream. I've been dreaming since I woke up today. It's starring me in my sweet dream, 'cause she's the one makes me feel this way. And even if time is passing me by a lot, I couldn't care less about the dues you say I got. Tomorrow I'll pay the dues for dropping my load, a pie in the face for being a sleepy bulldog. And you can be sure that if you're feeling right, a daydream will last long into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may pick up your ears, or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream, custom made for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream.
Are you putting it on something or other?
Yeah, you ready? You about ready?
He wants to learn how to do videos, that's all.
Who's first?
You.
Keep telling us.
And I'm...
He is teaching me some Lithuanian, and I learned already that means, how are you doing? Or what are you doing? Right? What are you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
How are you?
Gere.
Good.
Gere is fine.
Okay, say goodbye in Lithuanian.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Be sure that if you're feeling right, a daydream will last long into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may pick up your ears, or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream, custom made for a daydreaming boy.
Now I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy.
To each his own. That's perfect. Thank you.
Yes, and did you
Thank
want
you.